Majority Leader.
Mr. Speaker, I move to recognize the gentleman from Akbayan Party List, the Honorable Percy Sedania, to avail of the privilege R.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Representative Percy Sendanya, Party List Akbayan. You're recognized, sir. Please proceed.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Good evening, and good evening to our dear colleagues. I would have wanted to say good evening to my 80-year-old mom who was here earlier with 30 of our elderly friends, but they had to leave early for their bedtime is at 9 p.m. and they have to travel all the way to Nueva Ecija. Aging with love and dignity. This representation would like to raise one of the social justice agenda of our party, Akbayan Party List, an issue close to my heart, yet disturbingly an often silenced concern. Recent headlines are glaring. 63 anyos na lola, binugbog ng sariling mga apo, ninakawan ng pera, alahas at cellphone. Lola, pinalayas at pinandirihan ng anak sa sarili niyang bahay, pinagsalitaan ng masama at hinampas. Anak, pinalo ang kanyang senior na magulang. Lola, 96 years old, pinagmalupitan ng sariling anak, tinanggalan ng tubig at kuryente, ayaw payagang madalaw ng mga apo. Nakakapanlumo pong marinig ang ganito mga kwento, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues. Sa halip na makaranas ang ating mga senior citizens ng pagmamahal at pagkilala sa kanilang mga pagsisikap at sakripisyo, pang-aabuso ang kanilang nararanasan mismong sa mga kamay ng anak at apo na kanilang pinalaki, minahal, inalagaan at itinaguyod. Characterized as an invisible issue, elder abuse is a serious form of violence happening in households where the perpetrators are usually family members of the victim. The World Health Organization reported that around 1 in 6 people, 60 years and older, experienced some form of abuse in community settings during the past years. This problem may get worse as the number of senior citizens increases. In the Philippines, our elderly population has been steadily increasing in both size and proportion. In 2021, the senior citizen population in the country has reached 10 million, and between 2025 to 2030, the country's population will start to age. Despite this, social protections for our elderly have not been enough. Nagkasya na labang tayo sa pagbibigay ng 20% discount at kakarampot na pensyon. Subalit ang patuloy na pang-aabuso sa ating mga lolo at lola sa kanilang mga tahanan at komunidad ay nananatiling tabu. Ayaw nating pag-usapan, ayaw nating harapin. The lack of criminal prohibition, reporting mechanisms, and support for victims of elder abuse often result in underreporting and lack of data and research. Dahil hindi pa specific na krimen ang elder abuse, wala pa tayong enforcement protocols na partikular na tumutugon sa pananamantala sa kahinaan at tiwala ng ating mga senior. Nakakaligtaan din natin na ito ay isa ring anyo ng domestic abuse, kagaya ng child abuse at violence against women and children o VAUSI. May isa pang miyembro ng ating pamilya nakakaranas din ng pang-aabuso at nangangailangan din ng proteksyon. Elder abuse is a single or repeated act or lack of appropriate action occurring within any relationship where there is an expectation of trust and support which causes harm or distress to an older person. Advanced age or elderliness should no longer be considered as mere aggravating circumstance in an offense. Age should be appreciated with the added dimension of vulnerability, a vulnerability an offender or perpetrator takes advantage of. It can take various forms such as financial, physical, psychological, sexual, and neglect. Kailangan nating palawakin ang saklaw ng physical abuse at isama ang intensyonal na pagpapainom ng maling gamot, paggamit ng mga physical restraints at force feeding. Ang pang-aabusong emosyonal at psikolohikal ay hindi lang pang-insulto, pamamahiya, pananakot at panghaharas. Kasama na rin dito ang pagtrato sa ating nakatatanda na inutil, pabigat, pag-isolate, pagbabawal sa mga regular na social activities at madalas silent treatment. Dapat rin nating pagtuunan ng pansin ang financial or material exploitation kung saan ginagamit at nilulustay ang kanilang mga ipon. Wini-withdraw ang kanilang pensyon na walang pahintulot. Pinepeke ang kanilang pirma, niloloko o minsan pinupwersa na gumawa ng mga kontrata kasama na ang last will and testament at iba pa. Kailangan rin nating tugunan ang pagpapabaya, hindi pag-aalaga at pang-iiwan sa kanila na walang pagkain, tubig, gamot at iba pang mga pangangailangan. Sa hapong ito, Mr. Speaker, my dear colleagues, ay ihahain ng Akbayan Party List ang Anti-Elder Abuse Act, a proposed legislation that will protect our elderly from violence that exploits their vulnerability and marginalization. Ituturing nitong public crime ang pangmamaltrato sa ating mga nakatatanda at bibigyan ng karampatang parusa ang lalabag lalo na kung ito ay pamilya o nakatakdang caregiver. Imamandato din ito ang pagbibigay ng temporary shelter, counseling, psychosocial services, recovery and rehabilitation programs, at financial assistance sa ating mga victim survivors. According to this bill, every barangay hall shall establish a senior citizens help desk, which shall provide immediate assistance to victim survivors of elder abuse. It will also provide counseling and rehab for offenders, public awareness raising, training, as well as capacity building programs for interveners and carers. Mr. Speaker, dear colleagues, according to Article 15, Section 4 of the 1987 Constitution, the family has the duty to take care of its elderly members, but the state may also do so through just programs of social security. We should remind our families and communities that our elderly have done their part. They have loved and still loved and raised us. They have imparted their knowledge and wisdom. They have built this nation through the years of hard work and sacrifice. To be able to age with love and dignity shouldn't be too much to ask. Ibigay natin ito sa kanila because they deserve this. Sabi nila, it takes a village to raise a child. This representation thinks we need a whole nation to protect our elderly. We need a whole nation to make them feel valued, seen, and appreciated. Let the 20th Congress be the Congress that reminded us of one of the core values of a Filipino family, respect and honor for our elderly. Mahalin natin at alagaan ang ating mga lolo at lola. Stop elder abuse. Pagmahal mo, akbayan mo. Pagmahal mo, alagaan mo. Maraming salamat po at magandang gabi.
Maraming salamat, Representative from Akbayan Party List, Percy Sindanya. Majority Leader, please.
Seeing there are no more interpellators, Mr. Speaker, I move to refer the speech of the Honorable Percy Sedania to the Committee on Rules and for its appropriate actions.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved and the speech of Congressman Honorable Percy Sindanya, as well as, well, there are no interpellations, is thereby referred to the Committee on Rules for appropriate action. Majority Leader, please.